Us this morning. We're going to stand and start celebrating our faith right now. There's good in this world, and we ought to have it.
My good is my God is my good. All the good there is belongs to me. My good is my God is my good. All the good I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I ever need. My good is my God. My good is my joy. My joy is my good. All the joy there is belongs to me. My good is my joy. My joy is my good. All the joy I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I ever need. My good is my God.
My good is my love.
My good is my love. My love is my good. All the love there is belongs to me. My good is my love. My love is my good. All the love I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I ever need. My good is my God. My good is my God. My good is my God.
Good morning, Vision. How are you this morning? It is Memorial Day weekend. And I hope after this you're out there having a wonderful, conscious time of remembrance. That's what this day is for, right? It is about remembering and honoring everyone that it takes to make a country, and those of us who have loved ones who did not make it through a lot of those conflicts. And I think the best thing that we can pray is for our soldiers and for our armed forces is that we create no more of them. How about that? I think that's a lovely thing to pray. So let's go to prayer. I know that there is one God. I know that there is one life, one energy. I know the oneness extends throughout the universe. There is only one. And I know and accept that that one is all peace, power, love, joy, order, freedom. And I know that that one is the life we all live. I know that Spirit has sought and found a way to individualize itself as us, to live a life in 3 dimensions, to be form. But I know the truth behind all form is Spirit, that there is only one, there is only God. And as we love Spirit, we love each other, we love ourselves, we love all life everywhere, because all life is some part of the one life of God. So giving thanks for this truth, I simply let it be, and so it is. It's so good to see you. I know there are a bunch of you online as well. It's so good to know that you're there, and wherever you are and however you are observing this day. I don't want to say celebrating, because really we're not celebrating. We are observing this day of memories, memorials. So just take that into your heart, take that into your consciousness, and just know that we are one. We are all one, and that there is only one life, and it's God's, and we all share in this one thing called life. To that end, I want to tell you about practitioners who are here. They're around the room. Practitioners and ministers, please raise your hand. No, stand up. I don't know, something. Do something. Make yourself known. Look at all of these people. These are the people that pray with us and for us all week long. They're the ones who know the truth for us. And when we get into those places where we have forgotten who we are, that's the time to call a practitioner. There's a whole list in the bulletin or on the back of the prayer request form. You can call one. You can you can put one on speed dial. And I heard something about that the other day, and somebody said, "Speed dial? What are you, in like the 1980s?" You know, but boop, 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 boop. Anyway, but really put one on speed dial. Have a practitioner that you can call when you feel out of sorts, when you feel like you have forgotten the truth of your wholeness. You know, this is what we do. We pray, and prayer changes things. We absolutely know that. Prayer changes things. Prayer changes us. We become those clear vessels through which that energy flows unimpeded, right? And changes conditions around us. So do that. Make use of the practitioners. They're here to serve us, and this is the calling on their heart. They have come to this profession. They have chosen this path of licensed practitioner so that they can pray. That is what they do. That's what they love to do. So we're enabling them to live the calling on their heart by praying for us. So please do that. Don't leave here today. For our Vision community online, hang around, stay, come to the meet and greet room after the celebration and get one-on-one prayer there. We have little breakout rooms. You can get one-on-one prayer there as well. So any way you want to be served in prayer, we are here to serve you. So do that. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Breathe, breathe. We have guest packets if you have forgotten where you are. I don't know. Here it is. It looks like this. Welcome to Vision. And if you are a member already, bless you. You made the right choice. If you're not, consider it. If you already are, consider giving this welcome packet to a friend who would like to become part of this community. You know who they are. They could benefit by this healing energy, absolutely. So, take one home with you today. Give one out to a friend or coworker, and know for them that they're on their way to healing and wholeness as well. There's a greeting on this. We say it every week to remind ourselves, and for our guests and for our online community, I say it out loud. Even though there's nobody else in the room but you, I'd love you to say it out loud anyway. You ready? You with me? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. And now it is my pleasure to turn it over to our lovely celebration singers. You always amaze me every week. It's lovely. I'm going to turn it over to the celebration singers, and they are going to sing our centering song to prepare us for meditation. Thank you.
Made
My name is Marcus Gilliland. I am a practitioner here at Vision. Please take these quotations into your heart as we move into the silence and allow the tones of the bowl to bring you into and out of our 5-minute meditation. Augustus William Hare says, "The feeling is often the deeper truth, the opinion the more superficial one." And from our founder, Ernest Holmes, "While it is true that a treatment is creative, it is also true that whatever feeling there is must be an effect and not a cause. It must be the result of a conviction." The memorial candle is burning today for the students and teachers murdered in Uvalde, Texas, and for all of the victims of recent mass shootings across the country. My heart says yet again, and so yet again I return to those truths. I return to that foundational promise of love, knowing that that is the only true source of all of creation, is the love and the beingness of God. So what I know and affirm is that those souls are right now surrounded by the love. They're held in peace. I also know that love is finding its way right now to all of those who remain behind, through support systems, through families, through friends, through houses of worship, through doctors and lawyers and ministers. That the love of God is unyielding, is unceasing, cannot be blocked. That the manifestation of God's goodness is an ongoing thing. God is eternal. We are joined with God. Therefore, I know that those souls and those spirits are co-eternal with God, finding expression and peace and love and safety. And so right now I do acknowledge that there is only one power. There is only one life, that I am connected to that life inextricably, that forever and ever I will be dancing with Spirit. I will be living my life with that one source that knows me so completely that I cannot hide from it. And as I know this for myself, I know this is true for everyone here, through everyone hearing my voice, everyone online. That right now there are millions of people around the world expressing this same truth, knowing that we are connected. And so that is what happens here this morning at Vision. We connect with each other. We connect to that source. We connect to that oneness that will not let us go. And I know that it expresses beautifully through the words of Reverend Patti. I know that it expresses joyously through the song and the music of Victoria. I know that it is there in the house band, and all of the volunteers and the singers and every congregant here, that life expressing, connecting, being more of itself. And as we do that in some way, we help to create a world that works for everyone. That light and that love that is here right now expands out from us, from that center of goodness, from that center of truth, surrounding this planet, emanating from us in love, in light, in safety, in peace, and in joy. Knowing that no matter the condition, the joy with a capital J, that life, that love, is singing through all of creation. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for Vision. I'm grateful for this philosophy. I'm grateful for my spiritual family. I'm grateful for my love. And so I just simply release this into that infinite law of mind that knows exactly what to do all the time. Releasing this and letting it go, I simply let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
We have the perfect soloist today for Memorial Day weekend, since she has done so many Memorial Day and military events around the world, and but she's completely committed to getting arts education back in the schools. So she has created a nonprofit that she would love to tell you about. So please welcome Victoria Robertson.
Thank you, Mark. First of all, I wanted to say how beautiful it is to be an American. I come from British parents. I'm a first generation, born and raised in America. I fell in love with the movie Top Gun, as now the new one has come out, so that's exciting. And it led me to want to volunteer for the USO. So from the age of 18, I spent 8 years traveling and touring for the military, supporting our troops as best as I could, including, Mark wanted me to mention, 3 arrest carrier landings in the middle of the sea, which was quite exciting. And I don't take credit for that, I just sat on the plane. But it was always so warm to think if I wasn't enlisted or in the military, at least I was doing something to support those men and women who are there so that we don't have to draft up young people. They're there volunteer, and I really appreciate it, especially living in San Diego. It's a big part of our lives here. And the other thing that I love to do, of course, is bring music to the children. So I have a nonprofit called Opera for Kids. It's the number 4. And we create classical music programs for children so that they enjoy sitting in the theater and listening to opera music with stories written just for them and words written just for them. So instead of La Boheme, where someone dies at the end, there's a princess and a fox in the enchanted forest. But same music, same beautiful music. Mark and I selected this song because it's to celebrate the weekend, and it's America the Beautiful.
1, 2, 3.
This is the last talk of the month of Living Everyday Wonder Emotion. And we've had a lot of it lately. I just want to remind everyone that, and particularly for our Vision community at home, if this brings up a lot in you, the mass killings that we've experienced this last week and the week before, all of this horrific events, that please, please, please call a practitioner. You really, if your heart is broken, like mine, it's always good to talk to a practitioner. It's always the best thing you can do, right? Is to sit and pray with someone, sit with someone who just witnesses, right? The heartbreak, the sorrow, the surrender. So please do that. Please don't carry it all by yourself. Just know that there is a community here at Vision, a community of practitioners that are here to listen, to support you, to love you through it, to pray with you and for you every day. So please do that. We made it to the last talk of the month of emotions. And I told you right at the beginning of the month that emotions was something I came to like later on, because I was all left-brained and very little emotions. I was always like, so wow, this has been some month for me to go walk through this. We discussed emotions and feelings and beliefs, and of kind of like, we come to a place where we balance all of it, don't we? We balance our thoughts and emotions, which is what really is the foundation of our beliefs. So we talked about emotions, feelings, and beliefs the first week. Then we talked about highs and lows. Reverend Jean, where are you? Where did you go? There you are, Reverend Jean. She talked about the spice of life. And then last week, emotional conflicts and mental blocks. And so here we are today. We're going to second that emotion. I second that emotion. Okay. They'll be dancing after this celebration today. There will be dancing. You know when something good happens for someone you love, or someone you know, or someone you don't even know. You know when something good happens and you go, yay! Like you get all excited for them? That's seconding that emotion, right? When somebody they get a raise, or they get a new job, or they or they meet Mr. Right, or they meet Mr. Right now. I don't know. They just like, yay, something good happens, and you're right there alongside them. Yay, something good happened for you, and I'm excited for you as well, right? Oh my God, good for you. Right? Good for you. We celebrate right alongside. That's second that emotion, right? That's when we second that emotion. I love your good, and I love that it's good, right? It's good for you, it's good for me too. I remember Terry Cole Whitaker used to have a saying, that's for me. She used to say, that's for me, when she saw, I don't know, maybe a luxury car or a lovely outfit or whatever. She would admire it, and she'd like it, and she'd say, that's for me. And I love that. That to me is seconding that emotion, right? You're happy you've got it. She's happy you've got it. I'm happy you've got it, right? We have to really second that emotion, And there are those other times, right, when you're like, why does he have all the luck? Right? Why does that guy get to have that car and I don't have it? Why does that gal get to have that job and I'm still struggling? Why do they have all the good and right? You know that it's like, I call that the philosophy of Rummy, the drunken stepfather. Instead of Rumi, it's why does that guy have to, the ones that yell at the television? You know those people I'm talking about. Right? And what I absolutely know is that you will never find your good by looking at its absence. You will never find abundance by staring at lack. You will never find love by marinating in your loneliness. You will never experience joy while sitting in sadness. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, a person who is filled with fear and filled with the fear of failure tunes into and picks up the vibrations of failure wherever he goes. Therefore, his own negative thoughts are added until finally the only thing he can think of is failure, because he is tuning into so much negation. On the other hand, the person whose thought is filled with the idea of success, who has the faith and confidence in himself and what is doing, will as surely tune into the successful thoughts around him. The thoughts of faith, the thoughts of optimism, the thoughts of happy expectancy. Such a person finds his own good multiplied because he's sharing it with others. I second that emotion. I second that emotion, right? When we tune in, it's almost like, like a broadcast station. It really is. What are you tuning into? You know the air is filled with radio station waves, right? And spirit is the same sort of thing. It's just filled with good all over. What are you tuning into? What are you tuning into? Your good or your suffering? What are you tuning into? Your good or your lack, right? I second the good. I second the good. Being single-focused on your life, on what you want to achieve, how you would like to feel, because that's a really big part of this, isn't it? How you would like to feel, right? This is where our beliefs take form. Thoughts plus feelings, right, equal the beliefs we carry around with us. So being single-focused in what you want to achieve, how you would like to feel, where your happiness lies, that is the best use of our energy. And we're all energy. That's all we are. We're just energy, right? Physics has proven that years ago. All we are is energy. We spend so much of our time fighting against things we don't want, right? Fighting against things we don't want. We're looking at them, we're staring at them, we're arguing with them, we want them to go away. And meanwhile, we're just sending all of our energy there. You know that old saying, there is an old saying, there always is, that old saying that energy flows where attention goes, right? You remember that, it's big in New Thought circles, everybody says it. I think it was popularized by Tony Robbins, if I'm not mistaken. Anybody? Anyway, but I think originally, it might have been what's his name? The Redfield guy. What's his name? James Redfield, the one who wrote the Celestine Prophecy. That guy. I think he's the one. I think that's where I read it in the book. Anyway, I couldn't find the origin of the quote exactly. So either or, I don't know. So many people have said it. I couldn't cite a specific person who said it first. So now I've said it. You can just quote me now. Energy flows where attention goes. Reverend Patti said it. Okay. But this is what we know. When we keep focused on what we want, we feed that. We feed it our energy. Very much like when you go to a movie, you don't go to the movie you don't want. You go to the movie you do want, and you pay for that experience, right? Well, when you're focusing on what you do want, you're paying attention. You're paying attention. You're paying with your energy. So you pay for what you want. Don't pay for what you don't want. So this is what we know. This is what we know. We keep focusing on what we want, and we feed that our energy. Not the stuff we don't want, but we want to feed the stuff of our dreams, don't we? The stuff of our aspirations, the stuff of our desires, the stuff of our destiny. That's what we want to feed. Gandhi, okay, here's another quote I can't cite, and this is terrible. I hate not doing, anyway. Gandhi could have been Lao Tzu, don't know, couldn't cite it, couldn't find the original one, but one or the other of them said, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. Talk about destiny. Right? So it builds on itself. I'm sure probably Lao Tzu said it first and then Gandhi repeated it, but I don't know. I couldn't cite it. It was another one of those lost causes. Anyway, somebody said it, not me, not this time. But you can see how one builds on the other. What we focus on, that's what we wind up experiencing more of. So it is to our benefit to train our minds to think thoughts of goodness, to think thoughts of wholeness, to think thoughts of love and joy and abundance and peace. What we focus on grows. In the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes said, as we withdraw our attention on the limited world of effect, and we dwell unwaveringly on the limitless good, we shall have destroyed the only reason whereby lack and limitation can manifest in our lives. We enter the absolute in such proportion as we withdraw from the limited. I'm not talking about sticking your head in the sand here, right? I'm not talking about la, 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 you know, the metaphysician in hell. I'm not here and it's not hot. I'm not here and it's not hot. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about looking beyond the condition to the cause. Looking beyond the condition to the cause. This is the reason why we must keep focusing on the good, because God is good all the time. God is the good to which there is no opposite, right? God is the good to which there is no opposite. When you look at the qualities of God, there's no and or, there's no opposite. There is only these qualities of God. That's all there is. We take these divine ideals into our consciousness and then into our belief system and then into our thoughts backed by feelings, and we demonstrate one of them uniquely the only way we can, our own way, and they're beautiful. And yet there is free will, right? So we can mess them up somewhere along the way. We can mess them up and we can display something that's unlike that, but that doesn't mean it exists. It means everything is on that continuum. God is love. God is only love. There is no opposite. But if we want to demonstrate the teeniest, tiniest little bit of love over here, we call it hate, right? It exists on a continuum. God is truth, right? God is love. God is truth. God only works in truth. God only works in truth. God does not work in a lie. So you're not going to pray for someone's destruction, right? You're not going to pray for anybody's downfall. You're not going to pray to get something that's not yours. You know, we're not even going to pray in the effect. We don't even pray the effect, do we? We pray in cause. Cause, right? All of these right here, that's what we know in truth. When we are focused on the effect, we're focused on this temporary condition, right? Even the quote, I know, lovely quote, Marcus, you said this morning about the emotion being the effect. It is the effect, it's not cause. So when we're focused on the effect, we are focused on a temporary condition. I want this job, not that job, right? I want this house, not that house. I want this car, not that car. Right? I want to switch cars. All we're doing is focusing on the effect, the conditions. Maybe a fact, but it's not the truth. Emotions, maybe an emotion, but it's not the truth. Right? When we are focused on those things, we are focused on the effect. And what do we know about effects? They change all the time. They change all the time. Go to sleep, wake up, it's different. Right? The effect changes all the time. When we focus on cause, we are in truth. When we're focused on the qualities of God like that, we are focused on truth. Ernest Holmes said, we say the mountains show forth the glory of God, but that's really not the way it is. The mountains are the glory of God. In the same sense that Einstein's second equation tells us that mass and energy are equal, identical, interchangeable. The equation is fundamental to this philosophy. That's what Ernest Holmes said. Einstein's equation is fundamental to this philosophy. For Einstein is not saying energy energizes mass. That is exactly what he's not saying. He's not saying it flows through and influences and controls mass. He's not saying that either. He is saying energy is mass. And Spinoza said the same thing. Mind and matter are the same thing, right? Energy is mass, mass is energy. It's been proven in physics years and years ago. So this is what we know. Everything is energy, everything. Your body is energy. It's just an energetic. And so when confronted with our problem, are we focused on the problem? Why? Right? It's just a condition. We focus on the problem, we get more problem to focus on. Remember the war on drugs? How'd that go? We got more drugs. War on poverty. Maybe anybody back in the 60s? We had a war on poverty. What did we do? We created more poverty. Focusing on the problem doesn't solve the problem. It creates more problem. That's all it does. Energy flows where attention goes. When we focus only on God, we are focused in the truth. The energy, and energy as mass, reflect that truth in our lives. When we're focused only on good, when we're focused only on wholeness, when we're focused only on love, when we're focused only on joy. If energy flows where attention goes, our attention is focused only on the truth, then that is what the conditions will reflect. The truth. Wayne Dyer, I love it. He says, you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. Right? It's true. Thinking about what you want rather than how impossible or difficult the dream may be. Think about what you want, regardless of how difficult or impossible that dream may be. Stay focused on the desire. Stay focused on the ideal. And when we think about it, bring the emotion. Right? Bring the emotion. I second that emotion. Because it is part of your belief. Thoughts plus feelings create your beliefs. We get juicy with it, don't you? When you're talking about something, Victoria, God bless you, my dear. I just love your voice. Anyway, when you were talking about what you do, when you were talking about opera for kids, it's like you glow, you're animated. This is what I'm talking about. When you are talking about the things you love, when you're talking about your desires, your bliss, the things that you've come here to be, you get all animated. You get all juicy with it. We feel the goodness of our dreams. And you could see Victoria's face was all lit up, right? Because it's living the dream, you know? Even if it's hard work, it's still a dream. Being that goodness. We get fired up when we're thinking, and we get fired up when we're talking about what we want to do, what we see ourselves doing, what we think we know is possible for us. Our next thing, our next adventure, our next whatever. We get all fired up. We're thinking and feeling and what it's going to be like when that thing manifests in our lives. And when we pray, when we pray affirmatively, affirmative prayer is the technique and the fire, right? Ernest Holmes said, you've got to bring the fire. That's the emotional part. Moving it into action, moving the law into action. That's what the fire does. Let's second that emotion, right? Let's second that emotion. Affirmative prayer, technique in the fire. That's what Ernest Holmes said. The technique is the 5 steps of affirmative prayer, right? Recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, release. Those 5 steps you heard so beautifully when Marcus said them. 5 steps so clearly. But the fire within them, the emotion within them, that moves the law to just start creating, because that's what the law does. It creates without question. So the more we think about the things we want, the more they come about. Moving the law to manifest what we are committing to, not what we don't want to see happen. In spiritual awareness, Ernest Holmes said, no doubt, this is great, you're going to love this. I just found this quote and I love it. No doubt every prayer is answered when it complies with 3 definite conditions that Jesus laid down. The first condition is we realize the divine presence, all that we call love and wisdom and wholeness, the source of every good thing. The second condition is that we understand there is a creative law which responds to us by corresponding to our belief. And the third condition is we use it for definite purposes of good by praying affirmatively and through complete acceptance of the answer. There you go. You've been practicing religious science all these years. Now you know the 3 things you need for an affirmative prayer to demonstrate. I love it. First, realize the presence. Realize the presence. Emma Curtis Hopkins said, God doesn't do the work. I love this. She said, God does not do the work. The realization of God works. That's what she says. The realization. So we have to do the work. We have to get there. We have to get to the realization of God, right? The realization of God. And that's what the high watch is. You know, we talk about sitting the high watch and knowing the high watch. Really, honestly, it's getting into the highest consciousness you can get and then watching God work. Just watching, right? We're kind of like bystanders. Remember we talked about God and company? Well, we're the company, you know. God is actually unfolding all the time. So that first condition, knowing the divine presence, being the divine presence, it is the consciousness, the realization of God that works. We cultivate the consciousness and then we become the observer. We become the observer of good in our own lives. Now, the second one, we understand the creative law operates. Okay, it works for us by corresponding through us, through our thoughts and beliefs, through our emotions. Oh, they're those gushy emotions again, you know, but you got to bring it. You've got to bring the emotions because remember, beliefs, thoughts and emotions, all tied in together. Which comes first? I don't know. Does it really matter? It's chicken and egg stuff. But you put them together and there you have those beliefs and they're emotional and they're thoughtful and they're both and. So it's bringing that into it. And then the third, we use it for the definite purposes of good. So what's good? Well, what's good? That's what's good. Ernest Holmes said, love points the way. Love points the way. Joy, love, abundance, wisdom, freedom, peace, power, unity, wholeness. We are holistic beings. We are all of it. Spirit, soul, body, we are all of it. And all of it is one, and we are one. And we are here to experience all of it. All of it. And I second that emotion. Thank you very much.
Reverend Patti, one thing that always amazes me, and I don't know many people here who could not agree with me. First of all, I love the sunshine and I love the rain. But when it's a sunny day and I see that it's raining, I just say, how is that possible? I don't even see a cloud in the sky. So we're expressing that joy with you today.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. Come on, you guys. Yesterday and days before, sun is cold and rain is hard. I know it's been that way for some time, till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know it can't stop.
guys. Wow. So fun.
We love to celebrate here, don't we? And now it is time for our conscious circulation. This is our opportunity to give back, to keep yourself and all of us, really, because this is a community, in this flow of the abundance of spirit, knowing that, again, it's on the list. It's a quality of God. We know that we live on that continuum, right? Or as much as, or as little as we align with and demonstrate and allow to flow. Ernest Holmes said, we don't make things happen, we make them welcome. I love that idea. It's just so great. So if you are choosing to give today, thank you so much. We appreciate it. It keeps the lights on. It keeps us doing what we do. It keeps us inside these walls and in your home, and everywhere you look, you see vision, don't you? Keeps us doing what we are doing here, and that is creating a community of love and joy and acceptance. So if you are giving today, thank you. Put your gift in your hand if you are giving. If you give automatically online, just remember it, recall it. Be conscious of it as we go into prayer, knowing that there is only one. There's only one source and supply. It is spirit, and it flows into our experience. And then we get to pass it on. We get to pass it on to those people, places, and things that support us and support the world in the consciousness of peace, in the consciousness of joy, in the consciousness of wholeness. And so I give thanks for all of the gifts that circulate in and through and around vision, knowing that they are consciously given. They are given to uphold, to lift the consciousness not only of this organization, but everything that this organization touches, everyone here, and those online and those out in the world. It touches all of us and raises us and allows us to speak and to know and to live truth. So giving great thanks for all of this good, I simply let it be, and so it is. So now is our Miracle Minute. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to Hummingbird Dixon, one of our licensed practitioners. She is the one who arranged to get our memorial poppies. She was the one that put me in touch with the Women's Auxiliary. I don't know if she's here, but thank you so much, Hummingbird, because I've been looking for them for quite a while, and she was able to get them for us for this Memorial Day. And second, I have another answered prayer. What did I do with it? Come on, I know you're in here. This one's from Reverend Sam. And he said he needed a place to move into, and he prayed, and he found a place. He said, easy miracle minute. I prayed, it happened. I love that. So there you go. That is a demonstration of answered prayer for sure. So I love that. It works. It absolutely works. So Now I think, are you ready? Are you ready? I think now it is time for the last word by Johnny Kirko.
I see I'm liking that a whole lot better. Nicely done, Jim. I'm just going to bring him to my party this afternoon. I'm coming. Jim, you want to come? Here's Johnny Kirko. Din, din, din. Hello, everybody online. Vision Meet and Greet right after our celebration. Join us for that. We have practitioners available for one-on-one prayer. I'd like to say hello to you. In this room, we are going to be having a meal that is prepared by you. So thank you very much to everybody who brought food for us today, especially the posers. They always bring lots of good stuff, pulled pork and stuff. And if you aren't here with us today, you're going to miss out on a good meal. So hope you can join us the next time. And thank you, everybody who brought food. Spend some time with us. Monday through Friday, we continue the Coffee Connection, led by Reverend Lori Sheets. 8:30 in the morning, there's links available on the website. Join us for that and little get-together with our community. Love to see you. Reverend Jean Phillips, speaking of her earlier, we have a special class started calling the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Reverend Jean, what do we got going?
Yay, another class, and this is a CSL certified class. So it's based on this book by Deepak Chopra, one of his most popular of all of the books that he's ever written. It's a bestseller. It may be small, but very, very powerful. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success is about reaching our dreams with ease. With ease, right? We love that word. Because it's using the spiritual laws of life, right, to fulfill our desires. So whether it's good health, loving relationships, increased energy, creative freedom, peace of mind, prosperity, they all use the same 7 spiritual principles or spiritual laws. And so knowing these, learning these, and practicing them, we put ourselves in harmony with our divine nature, just aligning our mind and spirit and body. And by that is how we achieve our dreams effortlessly. So here's what you need to know to join this life-changing class. It runs for 8 weeks and on Thursday evenings starting June 9th. It will be online on Zoom and run from 6 to 8 p.m. Lori Oberly Edwards and I will be co-teaching it, and you can register on the Vision website. You just click the class on the calendar, and it'll take you right to the registration page. I checked with Paul. He actually has ordered the books, so they will be in the bookstore by next week. And I do hope that you can join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Jean. We are still looking for a core council member. If you'd like to join us in the leadership on Vision, if you're a member of Vision and you've taken foundations class, see me and one of our core council members. Love to talk to you guys about that. Next week, Reverend Patti Paris will be back. Her talk title is Spirit, Soul, Body. And we have the music of Mariah Angeline, and the house band will be with us. Good stuff. How about Victoria Robertson today? That first song, man, that moved us. That was very beautiful. Thank you. And happy birthday to Ron Young today. So love you guys. Talk to you soon.
You know what we're doing now? We're standing up. We're going to stand up. We're going to read these affirmations. We're going to just take them in and really know them as the truth for ourselves. And oh, look, there they are. Yay. I'm so glad when it works so perfectly. Talk about easy and effortless, right? Easy, effortless. Okay, we're going to say them together. My emotions serve me well. I choose positive emotions at every opportunity. I experience each emotion to its fullness. Okay, now which one is it going to be? 3, 2, number 2. Number 2, okay, we've got it. We're going to say 2 again. I choose positive emotions at every opportunity. I love that. We're a choice all the time. Let us go within right here, right now, and know God is good all the time. God is the good that we are. That's it. It flows through us and as us in the world. There is only God. There is only this one life, this one universal mind. And we are all immersed in it, and it flows through us and as us. We make good choices. We make lovely, life-affirming choices of wholeness and fullness and joy and freedom and order. And I give great thanks for each and every one of us here, those of us online, everyone hearing this, knowing God is one and we are that, and so it is.